Charlotte Atchley, editor of Baking and Snack. Today I'm speaking with Scott Baker, president and founder of Five Generation Bakers. You can read all about the company's story in our May issue of Baking and Snack, but today I'm talking to him about workplace culture. Thanks for speaking with me today, Scott. So, why would you say workplace culture is so important to a business's success?
Personally, a workplace culture, a good one, is really important to me. I just look at the time that I spend here. That's where I spend most of my time is at work, outside of home, and I just want to be able to enjoy my time, the people that I work with. I want to have the people on my team look to work as somewhere they want to go. They enjoy their time. They enjoy working with their teammates, and that all just comes down to having a good culture. If it's a challenging culture, and not to say we don't have challenging days, but if it becomes a challenging culture, then everything else becomes fragmented. It becomes more difficult to recruit. It becomes more difficult to do your daily jobs just because you don't want to be here. So, to me, that culture is one of the most important things to keep a successful business going.
So, how would you describe Five Generation Bakers' workplace culture?
Fun. We have our pressures and our stress to get orders out, but we don't dwell on the mistakes. We don't dwell on the things that are outside of our control. We focus on what we can control. We focus on making improvements, just doing better every day. I'd say that it's really kind of a coaching, fun environment. At least I hope that's what everybody thinks it is. But I've got great rapport and relationships with my employees, and I often hear that this is a fun place to be. And ultimately, at the end of the day, if you're have that type of environment, the day goes by a lot faster, and I think a lot more efficient as well.
So, what elements have been critical to establishing that kind of culture at Five Generation Bakers?
Well, it's not easy. Ultimately, it's very important to just reinforce, to have the same type of temperament every day, to be even keeled. I think by developing an expectation of what our employees can experience day in and day out, that brings a lot of stability and credibility to a good and fun workplace culture. You got to stand behind what you say and what you do. If I say I want it this way, but it's not really that way, then I'm not very believable. I'm not delivering what I promise my employees. So again, it's just all about consistency, reinforcement, and establishing that environment that you really want.
I'd really like to talk about some of the programs that you've implemented or used to help recruit or retain employees because Five Generation Bakers has some pretty creative ones.
Yeah, we like to think outside of the box. We don't want to be the same cookie cutter as corporate America or, just there are a lot of things that are tried and true that we've got a 401k and matching investment for the employees, vacation time. So the things that work well, we adopt, but we also want to try some things that work for us. What gives us our personality. I buy lunch for my employees every Friday. We try to change it up a little bit. We take recommendations and suggestions from employees. So a lot of times they always ask for wings. So we have a lot of wing Fridays here. But I think it's just they come in, they are able to break bread, so to speak, with their coworkers, and we share that meal. And I think it just kind of it's just a comfortable way to end the week for us. We have also initiated an employee assistance homeownership program. We partnered with a local nonprofit in our community. McKees Rocks, outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it's definitely a challenged community. There's got a lot of issues in our community that need to be fixed, and I think as a steward of responsible community partnership, we want to see this community lift itself up. And so we've partnered with a local nonprofit that identifies blighted homes, buys them through the sheriff sale process, and then renovates these houses. And they find candidates, generally first-time homeowners, people that want to live in our community. They go through a HUD program, make sure that they're qualified homeowners. They help improve credit scores where needed. They provide assistance and training in how to manage a home, what to do if your water heater goes down, how to fix your roof, and find for those different types of services. And so, by partnering with this nonprofit, any McKees Rocks resident is qualified for applying to this. However, if they work for Five Generation Bakers, they move to the front of the line of the application process. And on top of it, what we really feel is our biggest benefit to the employees, if once they graduate this program and they're getting ready to close on a home, we will provide a $2,000 contribution to their down payment. So we wanted to, first look at a way to how do we build a stable employee, and that's by giving them, we're helping them to build generational wealth by being homeowners, flipping the switch from being a tenant where you're lining the pockets of your landlord to where you're building your own wealth that can last for generations. And then on top of it, the benefit to the community is we take a blighted property off of the, we put it back into the tax roll. We hopefully get a responsible homeowner that's contributing to a healthy community. So just some of the fun things that we try to do to differentiate ourselves.
Well, thank you so much, Scott, for speaking with me today and sharing some of the things Five Generation Bakers is doing around the workforce challenge the baking industry is facing today.